I don't think the youngs today truly understand how much fucking television we Gen Xers consumed during our childhood. This is largely due to us being unparented and left to our own devices for hours and hours at a time, because the Reagan economic revolution made it necessary for our parents to work 2 or 3 jobs at the time to make what their parents made with 1.
Thank you, Mr. President.
So we would arrive home from school in the early afternoon and turn on the tube and settle down to learn about history from black and white reruns before tuning into current events when prime time started after we'd finished our scavenged meal of Kraft macaroni and cheese and Swanson TV dinners.
Simpler times.
And because there were so many empty hours to fill before the advent of the afternoon toy advertisements.
You mean action cartoons?
Yeah, that's what they called them, but they were really just a 30-minute block of toy commercials paid for by whatever toy company ponied up the dough. Before that, though, our afternoons were largely filled with classic television from the 1960s. For all, we only had 3 stations. 4 if you were close enough to a big city to have a UHF signal. The 4 hours between school ending and the evening news were a panoply of canceled shows that once upon a time dominated the airwaves. You could start by catching the last few minutes of Andy Griffith, then head straight into Gilligan, then flip over for the Brady Bunch, then catch some hillbillies in Petticoat Junction before zipping over to check out the last few minutes of Bonanza until the network news came on and it was time to eat dinner. After dinner, you went into prime time, when you watch MASH or All in the Family or The Jeffersons. And of course, then there was Maude.
And then there's 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 Maude. That uncompromising, enterprising, anything but tranquilizing. Right on, Maude.
Or Alice, One Day at a Time. God, we had so much good primetime TV. Oh, sure, we may have more television today, but I will die on the hill of TV being better back in the 70s before the lifestyles of the rich and shitty took over with nighttime soaps and shows starring overly cute and disgustingly precocious children. Unfortunately, for all those great primetime shows of the 70s to live, Arnold Ziffel had to die.
Oh, now, Arnold, don't get upset. Remember, I've told you that the world is full of prejudice.